And now for Miss Abby's class.
Clifford. Teacher's pets. Norman Bridwell. Welcome to doggy school, everyone, said Brittany Spaniel. We're going to have lots of fun together. First, I want you to roll over. Cleo, you go first. Cleo rolled and rolled and rolled. And kids, we all know what that's an allegory for. That's enough rolling, Cleo, said Brittany, laughing. Well done. Now it's your turn, Clifford. When Clifford rolled, the ground shook. Everyone went down with him. Wow, Clifford, you make a big impression, said Brittany, standing up. Ready, T-Bone? At first, T-Bone was too nervous. Then he crouched down, facing his worst fears, did one careful roll, and smiled because the grass under his back was so wonderful. That was just fine, T-Bone, said Brittany, unhappily, as she turned to the other dogs. T-Bone's smile vanished. Just fine, he thought. But I did a good job. I did a good roll. Why didn't she like it? Maybe tomorrow will be better. God damn it, tomorrow will be better. The next day, Brittany taught a new trick. Now I want everyone to go fetch the ball. Clifford, you go first. Brittany threw the ball as far as she could into the field across the way. Clifford ran and ran, bounding over the emerald lawn, over the trees, and into the Pacific Ocean. When he returned with the ball, Brittany smiled. That was excellent, Clifford, she said. Cleo, you're next, said Brittany. By this time, it was highly obvious that Clifford and Brittany Spaniel had formed a special alliance. Cleo brought back the ball, her paws dainty in midair. And then she brought back a paper from an accompanying garden. And then a tree branch from somewhere deep in the woods. Cleo, you're doing very well, she said, encouragingly. But the sentiment was not the same with T-Bone. When it was T-Bone's turn, he quickly brought back the ball, panting, out of breath, exercise unknowing to him. Thank you, T-Bone. That was okay, said Brittany. Later, T-Bone said, Clifford, man, I'm trying my fucking hardest, but she only says I'm doing just fine. Just fine, man. What the fuck is that shit? I'm not doing just fine. I'm busting my balls here, and this chick is not paying attention. You know who she's paying attention to? That fucking purple goddamn poodle. What the fuck is that shit? What is it, man? Clifford relaxed him over a bottle of whiskey and said, You know what, man? Don't listen to her. Don't listen to that shit. Don't let it bring you down. I don't want this fucking shit. I hate to see you upset. I hate to see my bulldog friend upset over some blonde bitch with spiky fucking hair. You don't need that shit. Let it go. And it was only later in the park, after they shared a doob, that T-Bone actually began to see it. He began to say, you know what, man? No. You know, I'm not gonna search for approval by that bitch. You know what? And Clifford was happy. And then Clifford said, believe in yourself, T-Bone. Clifford and T-Bone looked up at the stars. You know, me and the other dogs think you're doing great. And then the other dogs barked in agreement, except for the purple poodle. She was too busy getting a manicure. At the end of the week, Brittany said, you've all done wonderfully, while clearly snubbing T-Bone. I'll see you at graduation tomorrow. T-Bone gulped. He didn't think he could make it there. You know what, man? I'm getting asthma attacks, he told Clifford. I'm getting fucking asthma attacks. What the fuck am I gonna do with this shit? What the fuck am I gonna do at graduation when she makes us do that little fucking choreography? Clifford had to calm them down once more, and they took a shot at tequila. He said, you know what, man? You know what? You don't need that shit. You don't need that shit. You're gonna graduate. You don't need that shit. T-Bone, seeing the lightning situation, managed to come to the ceremony the next day. There, he met the other dogs. I want the biggest trophy ever, said Cleo. I want Emily and Elizabeth to come see me, said Clifford, who had started a prolonged bestiality relationship with the lady. I want lots and lots and lots of treats, said Mac, who was on an amphetamine binge. I just want to graduate, T-Bone said, choking back a tear. I just want to graduate. Clifford patted him on the back. You will, man. You fucking will. All my dogs did very well this week, said Brittany, moving back her spiked blonde hair. The award for the most enthusiastic student goes to Cleo. Cleo barked, hopped up onto her leg, and proceeded to hump it. Brittany did not stop her. That bitch, T-Bone said under his breath. Clifford held him back. The award for making the biggest impression goes to Clifford, said Brittany. Brittany was clearly trying to make the moves on Clifford, and it was a gesture Emily Elizabeth disregarded jealously. The award for the best tricks for treats goes to Mac, said Brittany, dangling an amphetamine pill in her palm for the dog. Mac quickly proceeded up the stairs. And the award for the hardest working student who always tried his best goes to T-Bone, she said, scoffing. Clearly, she had been paid off. And that made T-Bone feel just fine. Recess!